Hi guys, Nigel Farage and his position on the NHS was attacked by the current Health Secretary Wes Streeting when he attended a conference hosted by the Fabian Society. Nigel Farage in the past has supported replacing the NHS with something akin to an American-style model, but of late he has thrown his support behind different European ones. But with Farage it can be difficult as he's less than truthful when it comes to anything. Here Wes Streeting attacked the Reform UK leader's plans for the healthcare system, and then I'll show you Nigel Farage's response.
For all the coverage of Nigel Farage in recent weeks, all the speculation about whether he could be our country's next Prime Minister, there has almost been no reporting of what he would actually do in office. It's about time Reform's agenda was put under some scrutiny. Reform are proposing to end the NHS as a universal service, free at the point of use, and introduce an insurance model instead. And they would cut taxes on the private medical bills of the wealthy. They oppose Labour's investment in a better NHS for everyone. They would cut that investment and instead fund better healthcare just for the wealthiest. The crux of Farage's argument is this: what was possible in the 20th century isn't possible in the 21st. It's a miserabilist, declinist vision for Britain's future. People shouldn't have to choose between a health service that treats them on time and an NHS free at the point of use. That's a poverty of ambition for our country, and Labour utterly rejects it.
A very good response. And he's right. Nigel Farage doesn't actually have a solution for the problems facing the NHS, apart from just replace it. And it's also important that the media need to hold Farage to account, because they keep talking about how he could be the next Prime Minister, how his party is leading in the polls, but they never actually scrutinise any of his policies. They just give him a massive platform. Now, Farage has responded to Wes Streeting by saying Wes Streeting is so scared of reform that he has resorted to lying about our plans for the NHS. Let me be clear. The NHS will always be free at the point of delivery under a reform government. Now, what's the difference between free at the point of delivery and free at the point of use? Because for the public, free at the point of use is extremely important. I'd love to know what Nigel Farage means by free at the point of delivery. But then he's been contradicted recently by his own MP. This is what Rupert Lowe said about the NHS and free at the point of delivery or use.
Rupert, final question. Would a reform government ask the British people to pay for medical care in terms of improving the NHS?
Well, personally, I think we should be allowed to opt out of the NHS and have some form of, scheme where we buy our own healthcare and take ourselves out of the NHS. There's a lot of ways in which you can actually solve the NHS. As we know, Jeremy, central planning never has and never will work. And what the NHS now is a centrally planned beast. It's like an animal on the back of productive Britain, and it's killing us. So somebody's got to grasp the nettle and sort it out. So personally, I think my view of life is not always the same as others. I want to empower people to take control of their own lives. I don't want a dependency culture, which effectively is what Gordon Brown tried to create, hoping that they'd always vote Labour.
Okay, so who are we to believe? Rupert Lowe, who supports something like an American-style model; Nigel Farage, who has recently said that he supports a model that's free at the point of delivery; or Nigel Farage, who said in the past that he supports something like an American-style model. So who are we to believe? I don't believe Nigel Farage because he has lied to people in the past on a whole range of other issues. Reform UK represent a party that care more about the rich than they care about the poor. They care more about removing regulations than increasing regulations. And when they look at regulations, they see these are holding business back, when in reality many regulations are there to protect consumers, to protect workers, protect the environment, and to protect businesses from other businesses. So a party that wants to remove the state, downsize it, I'm not sure how they care about or how they can achieve their goal of the NHS free at the point of delivery. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.